2009 Formula One World Champion. Apparently, the nicest guy in the paddock.
He's one of the real gents of the paddock.
Guys, that was a hell of a race.
He's not only a great driver, but a great person.
300th Grand Prix this weekend.
Jenson Button is driving an absolute storm.
He can look back on a career where he's achieved a huge amount.
And a proper legend of our sport.
Monaco, baby! Yeah!
First and foremost, he's a legend. He's an icon.
Having announced he's not racing in 2017 and recently retired myself, I've been asked to come and see JB and see what really is going on. So, here we go, mate. How are you?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Today was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. I was happy with that. It's been a tough weekend, just getting the balance right and what have you, as you know.
Yeah.
And then it hooked up in qualifying, so much happier.
Jenson Button has got himself into the top 10.
Okay, Jenson, that was a good lap. Yeah, that was a good lap.
I want to take you right back, mate, to your first podium here,
Okay.
which was a brutal afternoon's work.
Well, that was 2004, yeah. To come away with my first podium here was really special. I remember getting on the podium. I was with Michael. And Michael was great, actually, because he knew it was my first podium, so he covered me in champagne.
Sensational memories. 2006, mate, you know, your first victory, mixed conditions, which you're always, mate, to be honest, an absolute freak. I don't know how you did that so often, mate. Whatever JB's doing, let's do what he can do.
He's done it! Jenson Button wins the Hungarian Grand Prix! Get in there!
It was a very special race. Qualified fourth, but we had an engine penalty. Started 14th and came through in tough conditions. But it was a tough race, wasn't it? It was. Yeah, it was a nice way to win my first race because those are the conditions that I love.
The winter of 08, you know, entering that 09 season must have been a huge contrast of emotions.
08, you know, it wasn't much better in terms of performance, but Ross Brawn was there. You know, we had leadership, the team was in a good place. We thought 09 would be good. And I got a call from manager from Richard saying, it's no more, the team has closed its doors. And it's like, oh my God. It's like, I've won a race, fantastic, but I don't want to end my career on one race victory. So put all the effort in to get the car up and running for 2009, and it happened. And yeah, as they say, the rest is history.
Jenson Button, the 2009 World Champion! And there is Team Button.
Ballsy move, mate, then against Lewis at McLaren, and you know, personally, mate, I was stoked to just see how's that going to go, and then you just really drilled that, mate. To be honest, that was a great battle with Lewis, wasn't it?
It was, and you know, when I won the World Championship, I got back to my hotel room in Brazil and was happy, you know, reminisced about how hard it was getting there, and then it was like, what am I going to do now? You know, as a kid, you aim to win races, to win the World Championship, and then if you achieve it, it's like, what do you do then? So. You know, the idea to go to McLaren and race alongside Lewis, you know, the challenge of that was pretty awesome, very exciting. And I called Martin Whitmershop, and he was actually surprised. He was like, what, you want to leave? I said, yeah, this is exciting, this is a great challenge. And it was a great move. You know, the second race in a McLaren was in Melbourne, wet conditions drying up. I won that one.
Jenson Button makes it another Australian Grand Prix victory. And what a result for McLaren there. His second race for the team, and he's a winner.
And then 2 races later in China, I won that one as well. So I jumped into the team, was leading the World Championship after 4 races as a reigning World Champion. So it was a fantastic move, and I had to do that. I had to jump in there and be strong immediately for my confidence, but also for the team to believe in me.
So fast forward, here we are now, mate, 300 Grand Prix, incredible career. And as a fan of yours, I'm frustrated now with this sabbatical, mate. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, you want me to go and race someone else anyway?
No, I want you to. I'm just nervous that after Abu Dhabi, you know, we might not see you again.
There's a good chance you won't, and in F1. But you know, it's the idea for me when I was in Spa and I sat down with Ron. I thought about it for weeks, and I was like, it was black and white. It was either race or not race, and it was like, well, I'm not going to race. This is it. I'm retiring. And then we talked about it. He said, what about this? And I was like, that's actually a really good idea because, you know, it does give me the option to come back if I'm wanted. And having time out, I might think I miss it. I got a feeling I probably won't because then I can decide what I do with my life. It's the best job in the world, but also time flies by when you're here. So I need to step away and see where I am. And there might be a moment when I go, you know what, I want to come back, and hopefully there'll be the opportunity. I'm going to go to 70.3 Worlds, hopefully.
That's triathlon for people
That's
at home.
for triathlon, and in my age group, and yeah, it'd be nice to get a top 10 or something like that. Maybe win. Probably not.
exciting.
So, you know, there's lots of things I want to do, and then there's other things like rallycross. You know, my dad raced in rallycross, and that's where my racing career started. That's where the excitement came from, you know, the adrenaline of watching him race, and then he bought me a car from there. So I want to do something where I walk out, I see the car, puts a smile on my face, I jump in it, close my visor, hammer it off, and just have fun.
Now I know why the old man loved it.
And the McLaren contract will let you do that?
Well, I don't know. I haven't.
What you've got now, like for next, like in the future,
Yeah.
you're pretty open with categories that you can do, and Ron's pretty understanding
To
with
be fair,
what
we
Jenson
haven't.
wants to do.
Yeah, we haven't spoken about it because
Okay.
I haven't thought about it. You know, this is probably as much as I've thought about it in this interview
That's my
right now.
idea, mate. That's my
exactly.
idea. But you're still representing McLaren, which
Yeah,
is a road car.
I'm going to be an ambassador for the team next year, so I'll be at a few races. But it'll be to take a step back and look at other things. There might be areas where the team can still improve, especially from a driver's point of view, that I can really help with and help direction with. So it's quite exciting, really, and I'll be fitter than ever. So you know, if I do come back, I'll be fresher than ever, but with 17 years' experience.
Well, I think you're going to love February and March and April, May, start of next year. Having gone through it myself, I think
Yeah.
you really enjoy that schedule being rolled off. But you've got to find that balance. So you step off this juggernaut, which is brutal, and then you go, okay, you can't do nothing, mate. You know,
Yeah,
I know you
yeah.
like the beaches in Los Angeles, but you can't do that forever.
Exactly, but that's all in the future. And right now, it's these next few races, and then it's JB time with the family, friends, and see what I'm going to do with the rest of my life.
You thoroughly deserve it, mate. As a buddy and as a
Cheers, mate.
competitor, love racing, mate, and look forward to that JB time. We'll have a beer together.
Awesome. Good man.